Can never explain why that happens. It can be perfect for everybody. Okay, 11, 11 lines on 29-1. The broken arm is not holding me back. Holy shit, dude. Yo. I can't even get like, I can only get like 5 lines, like maximum. I don't know how you get all these lines, bro. I don't know how y'all be getting all these lines. This is crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this. Okay. Oh, I also need to adjust the... Can we get an investigation into this guy? Yeah, I don't know if he's real. I don't know if this guy's real. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like... Nah, what you mean 15 lines, bro? What is that? What even is that? What even is that, bro? Alright, got him. Got him in. Let's transition over to here. This is the blue Scuti. And we have Bendy over here as well. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to adjust his Hertz display because it's on the other side. Should be on the other side now. Should be in the normal position now. So let me just fix that up. Huh. I wonder why CTWC just decided to put it there initially. Now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, there goes that. Uh-oh. Whoa, wait. What the heck? Alright, there we go. This is good. Okay, we have the Hertz display. There it is. It's fixed. Players, make sure you have on both your Hertz and input displays, as those will be necessary. And it's going to be our starting seed for this game. It's going to be 5448 FD, like final drive or something like that. When both players have sufficiently warmed up. We could be seeing the potential of a repeat of last season, as Scuti and Wallbent did play each other, but it was in the semifinals of the last season. It wasn't Scuti who ended up taking that in a decider. So Bendy here just doing a little bit of that 19-4 practice. Alright, there it is. There's the Hertz display from Scuti. See, these players are compliant. They know what they're doing. This should be a very impressive match, as these two have been kind of killing, and especially Bendy, particularly in this season, has only dropped 4 total games this entire time. Yo, what the fuck is this? Oh man, I thought he was gonna get that over. I thought he was gonna get that over, bro. So far, it has been Bendy as the player to beat so far. Alright. Bro tied my 29-1 PB with one arm. Oh my god. Oh yeah, because I've seen you be trying to grind 29-1 as well. Yeah, good luck, have fun to both players here. Certainly. Scuti has in the seed and is ready. Quick little 10 lines for Bendy. And look at this guy over here trying to flex. Look at this guy, bro. This guy. He's over here trying to get like he's probably trying to get one more line than Scuti. Yo, wait a minute. Yo, how does board so clean? How does board already clean as hell? That was like 4 lines. Nah, no way this clears, right? No way this clears, right? No way this clears, right, bro? Nah, get out of here. Get out of here with this. No way this clears. No way this clears. Yeah, no. Get out of here with that. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Nah, ain't no way, bro. Bro was trying to clear that out. Bro was trying to clear out 29-1 right before the game. That's crazy. Yo, get out of here with that, bro. Get out of here with that, man. That's crazy. You know what? I better see some level 31s. I better see a double 31 in this match. Oh, I want to see y'all set up in like a center wheel like level 28. And it's a 29 battle. And we get like double 31s. Alright, both players have in the seed and are ready. So let's get them going for game number 1. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Man, see, this is why I hate Death 29. I hate Death 29, bro, because I'll see players just do things like this, and it's just like, I can't do that. I can't do that, man. My hands ain't fast enough. My hands ain't that fast. My like, my thinking ain't that fast to, press the buttons and then regain the dust. Anyways, on the left here, we have Bendy, who ended up winning his division in a perfect 5-0. I dropped 3 games. 1 to Alex T and 1 to AV, or 2 actually to AV. Almost actually lost that match, but managed to bring it back in the end. And ended up dropping a game to Sofa, but other than that, has really just been on a tear in this season. You've been playing too much Game Boy. You thinking they stacking to the wrong side. Yeah, see, nice adjustment there for that J piece. 94k a piece for both players. Actually, Scuti up to 116 at the 20 line mark. Both of these players actually, meanwhile, Scuti ended up getting 3rd place in the Division 1A. Had a little bit of a rough start, got swept by Alex and Bendy, and managed to, bring it back in the end. Got back to his old self and is now here and beat Leo 3-1 in the top 8. $164 apiece for both players. Something interesting to note with these players is they have about the same stats. All things considered, they have the same stats in this season. Like, I think Bendy's average is like 880. Oh, misdrop of that S piece there for Bendy. Nice S spin there. Gonna be able to sneak that S piece in there. And now it's only 1 hole, actually. And 235 for him, 212, 235 for Scuti. And Scuti's is about an 870, so they have like the same stats somehow. Not exactly sure how that worked, but yeah, basically this should be a very even matchup. And it was kind of the same thing in the last match actually. Both players there had about the same stat averages, that being around the 690k mark. 284 apiece for both players. More dependency for Bendy. And it's not going to be able to get it, so going to have to burn out some alternative pieces. This will allow Scuti to take just a little bit of a lead here. And now up 2 Tetris's worth. Up to 329 versus Bendy's 294. Yeah, that was a cool solve. That was a cool solve. You're gonna, you see, when you get to this level of play, this is where you start to see these like 400 IQ solves, you know, these like burn solves to stay efficient as possible. Alright, both players are clean. 364 for Bendy, 378 for Scuti. So both players here playing fairly close to one another, and both probably looking for that high 500 transition going into 19, maybe 600 for Scuti, depending on how things go. And nice solve there for Scuti. He's going to be able to fill in that J dependency and gets instantly rewarded with the boar. You've been playing Ness, right, Nell? Like, you play Ness, right? I know you play Game Boy, like you primarily do Game Boy. Nice solve there for Scuti. Looks like he had a little bit of a misdrop in the middle of the board, but was able to resolve it with an L-tuck. I know you do Game Boy as a main thing, but I could have sworn I've seen you play Ness a little bit time to time. T-spin setup for Bendy, and we'll get it. 506 for him, 499 for Scuti. Both players here approaching transition fairly soon. And Scuti probably looking for an S piece here, but is not going to be able to get it. So we'll need to burn this out a little bit less efficiently. And we'll be locked out of that 600 transition, but can still get that high 500. Meanwhile, Bendy here, one line left before transition. And we'll actually be able to get that 600 going in at 601. Let's go to here, probably looking for one more to go in at 579, and does get it. Goes in at 579. Column 8 setup instantly for Bendy, waiting out the bar, and gets a quick bar to lower it down up to 627. Nice quick tap of the bar. 584 for Scuti. Now down about 3 Tetrises worth. Had a little bit of a slowdown to start off in post, and Bendy already motoring on along. Almost 100,000 point lead up to 704, 612 for Scuti. Hello there, Hazel. Hope you are doing well. Nice square tuck adjustment for Bendy. I was not expecting that adjustment. Right, 758 for Bendy, 665 Scuti. So Scuti is down, but it's also behind the lines a little bit by about 8 or so lines. So when the lines match up, it's actually down only about 2 Tetris worth. Although this will be a little bit of a slowdown for Scuti, as it is for Bendy as well. Gets a nice bar to fill in that dependency. 793 for him, 698 for Scuti. And these are some good paces for both players, both looking for that max out and more, and maybe a lot more for Bendy. Alright, tries to adjust that J piece and does. 883 here for Bendy, 758 for Scuti. So he's doing all he can. It's still down about 100,000 points. A couple of misdrops instead of the board for Scuti. Gonna complicate things. Waiting out at T piece. Really wants it and is not getting it. And compromises this board as a result. This is going to be quite the slowdown for Scuti. This is really going to allow Bendy to run away with this. 948 for him, 796 for Scuti. Already down about 200,000 points. One more Tetris will get Bendy the max out, and he does get it there. A 14 for Bendy. Setting up the column 3. Waiting out the bar. Some nice burns there for Bendy to maintain this column 3. 817 for him, 842 for Scuti. It's kind of bar death. Manages to tuck that bar, but not sure what else he's going to be able to be done. And yeah, he's going to be done at 846. And Bendy at A86 is good for game number 1 with the colossal lead. Probably will not be able to get the 1.2, but should be able to survive this. Maybe get the 1.1. Oh, it doesn't get that T all the way over. Okay, just with like a square or something. And yeah, he's not gonna get it. Damn. Stuff out here. But it will be Bendy that takes game number 1. Oh yeah, okay, it wasn't a misdrop. Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure, you know. Yeah, GG's there. Next seed will be 65, like the age where you are officially a senior citizen. It used to be, I think it used to be 55, but not 65 now. He tried to find the only way to not create holes and made the T-spin. Ah, okay. Okay, I see now. I understand it now. I wasn't aware. You know what I'm saying? I was not aware of this. Alright, Scuti has in the seed and is ready. Just awaiting Bendy. Looks like he may be taking a quick moment here, just replying to somebody. Alright, both players have the seed and are ready for game number 2. Let's get them going. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And it is currently Bendy up 1 game to none in this set. No matter what happens, I will say this will be a great finals. Yeah. So you better be ready for this, Wally. You better be ready for this one. Bendy there, able to take game number 1 with the commanding lead with the high A score to start off. Wonderful game number 1. Alright, nice adjustment of that S piece for Scuti, but doesn't really have anywhere to put that Z piece, and actually sets up a nice skim there with that bar. Only ends up having to take 1 burn to resolve what could have been a very dirty stack. Yeah, how are you doing over there, Hazel? Hope you're doing all right. It's like, isn't it like, it's like what, 8 p.m. there, something like that. 114 here for Bendy, 95k for Scuti. I would say misdrop for Bendy, but it was also a fit setup, so I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. I'm gonna say it wasn't. I'm gonna just say no, it wasn't. Alright, and now has a column 9 set up. Meanwhile, Scuti with kind of a deep chasm in the middle of the board has to plug it with a square. And we'll be able to get a Tetris, and now can start to lower down the stack with Love and L piece. And yeah, it's not really showing up, but is able to finally unblock that. 150 for Scuti, 189 for Bendy. So this is allowing Bendy to take a little bit of an early lead. Probably up about 2 Tetrises when the lines match up. it's really just been a tale of strong play here in Division 1A, as this is another repeat match in Division 1A. These players did play a little earlier in the season during the league phase. Bendy up 285, 224 for Scuti, now 247. So yeah, Bendy here now with the 3 Tetris lead when the lines match up. So finding just a little bit more efficiency than Scuti. Looking for another 600 transition going into 19. Scuti once again looking for a mid 500. We've got a lot of Tetris going on today, it seems. After this, there's tab, then there's rolling. There's just so much to choose from. Scuti up a little high. Nice S flat for him. We'll be able to unblock the well and get Tetris up to 341. 403 for Bendy. Still maintaining that 3 Tetris lead that he built up earlier in the game. Scuti opts to take the Tetris instead of fill in the dependency. Now with like a bar to fill this in, it does get it. Now converts it to an L dependency and gets the L. Now the board is perfectly clean. Alright, Scuti gonna be able to get that bar down for the Tetris. 392 for him, 452 for Bendy, now 475. I wouldn't say you played horrible at all. It's just, kind of, it was just kind of tough for you, Robin. Sometimes we just have those sets. Sometimes you get the God set, and other times you have a little bit more of a, gritty set. I think that really shows the mastery of the playstyle. Scuti up high, gets that bar all the way to the left side. And still up high. Alright, he's able to get that Tetris down. It needs to bring this down as transition coming fairly soon. Only about 6 lines left apiece for both players. 492 for Scuti, 554 for Bendy. Could still get a 600 here, but he would have to play on row 2 the whole time. And yeah, it's not going to go for that. Just going to try and take a safe board into 19 and will with this Tetris up to 583. 539 for Scuti. Scuti was able to bring back the deficit just a little bit. Now only down 1 Tetris worth. Bendy in some trouble, and so is Scuti. Bendy here would love a bar soon. Doesn't get that Z all the way to the left, and yeah, I don't know what else he's going to be able to do here. Yeah, he's going to be done at 592. And Scuti at 643 will take game number 2. Scuti, you are good for game number 2 and have tied up the set 1-1. It's not even unexpected at this point. I don't know, because I was watching you play versus like Macy, and I don't know, them sets was looking crazy. Those were some crazy ass sets. I'm just getting like, what, you got like 5 max outs, I think, during that practice sesh. Other things as well. Alright, next seed will be 7-6. 7-6. Scuti has in the seed and is ready. practice is different than comp. That's fair. Both players having the seed and are ready. So we're going to get them going for game number 3 here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, looks like Scuti trying a little bit of that knuckling, or that knuckle roll. That knuckle roll playstyle. That is starting to, I don't know if it's starting to take off, right? Because I feel like it should be, but the only player that still does it is Andy. And it's not like Scuti couldn't do it, because I've seen him get like a 29 max with it. But it's still only Andy that uses it. So we'll see. Anyway, Scuti with that game number 2 was able to tie up the set 1-1. So both players looking to win this next game, bring it up 2-1. Have that 1 game advantage. Practice is always hit or miss for me though. Like in practice, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I don't play too much different in practice versus comp. Kind of a hang of that L piece there for Scuti. I'm gonna complicate his board up a bit. Bendy here with his own spire on the board. So both players dealing with some early trouble to start off the game. Scuti gonna get that board all the way to the left. And now the board is looking perfect with those series of J pieces clearing out the stack. And like screen look when you get Tetris. Yeah, that's fair. I think I just listen to commentary just to be sure, because you never know sometimes. Sometimes something can happen. Also 107 for Bendy, 147 for Scuti. Should probably do that real quick. Yeah, you can see Bendy didn't like that square piece there. Scuti needing to tuck that J piece under the other one. It's gonna make just a hole in column 2, but we'll be able to uncover it in only 1 burn. I like to listen to commentary just in case like something happens and like some like, I don't know, some issue happens and then you have to top out for whatever reason. Bendy here with the cleaner board, but is behind 1 Tetris worth, now tied up in the score and lines, 203 apiece for both players. During your DAS Masters games, you were in VC reading chat and listening to Bendy? Yeah, no, I think you just got ADHD, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think you just need like extra stimulus, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I think that's just what that is, and you know that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I have that too, but I think that's what that is. 271 apiece for both players. Actually, when the lines are matched up, Bendy does have the 1 Tetris lead. You don't think there was enough stimulus? What, did you need like YouTube shorts like playing in the background? Did you need like the, yeah, like a podcast playing in the background, bro? It's adjustment for that L piece for Bendy. Up to 365 for him, 368 for Scuti. That is Scuti with the slight 3,000 point lead. Both players looking for that mid to high 500 going into the 19 speeds. Hello there, Ninja. Who to vote for? Who to root for? Yeah, I don't know. Pick your favorite. If you can't pick a favorite, flip a coin, and then if you don't like one of the results, well, there's your answer. Alright, 412 here for Bendy. He needs to get something on the left side. Gets the L piece over. That looked very risky for him. 437 for Scuti with the much safer board. That could have been dangerous for Bendy. Was able to handle it. You root for whoever's name starts with a B. Nice adjustment with that T piece for the next C for Bendy to keep that board clean. Okay, so you're rooting for Bendy because Scuti's name, like scientific name, is technically UI Scuti, so you know what I'm saying. Alright, he's up high here. Both players approach a transition fairly soon. 508 for Bendy, 557 for Scuti. So it should be a very similar transition going into 19 as Scuti goes in at 581. So Bendy going to be looking in with this next Tetris going in at 578. One line left for Bendy. Up high, trying to wait out this bar, but cannot anymore. Has to go in at 557. Now needs something to that left side. Gets a nice skim. Alright, getting it down with an L piece, chopping it down. Gets a bar and the Tetris up to 591. 637 for Scuti. But now it needs to also clean up this as well. Alright, but he needs something to that left side. Gets a T piece, but ends up having to block that somewhat. And you can see both players in danger here. It's really going to be a test of survival. Nice S-bid for Bendy. Nice triple there for Scuti up 677. 603 for Bendy. Shifts that C piece. Gets that square all the way over. Needs another one. Yeah. And he's not going to get it. And he's going to be done at 604. And Scuti at 710 will be good for game number 2. And you can see he's not happy with that misshift. He is not happy with that. Yeah. I'm not exactly even sure what happened there, but that was a war of attrition for both players in the early post, but it is Scuti that will be able to survive it all. Can still max this up. Still has like plenty of time. This is like healthy max out boost. Alright, going for it. Going for this max out here. Is like getting Omega Drought at the I ain't gonna lie. Yo, wait just a goddamn minute. Yo, what is this? Yo, wait a minute. Yo, what the hell is this drought, bruh? Oh, he's getting trolled. Yo, he's getting trolled. Holy shit, dude. He actually survived all that, too. I can't believe that. Dude, I can't believe he survived that, bruh. That had to at least be like a 50 drought, bruh. Oh my goodness. And we'll need to set up for 2. Now set up for 3. Or just set up for 1 and kill screen, I guess. Just set up for 2 and kill screen. Just set up 2 kill screen sections, bruh. Like, you feel me? It's not that hard. Scuti not gonna be able to hit it, but we'll be able to take that at 9-17. He tried to max with that drought. That drought was crazy, bro. That was like 2 levels worth. That was like 2 levels worth, bro. That's insane. Next seed will be 8-7. 8-7. Scuti has in the seed and is ready. Now both players have it in. Let's get them going for game number 4. In 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Double kill screen next game, please, fellas. Give me the fireworks. Yes, sir. You hear that? When do y'all need to reach a level 39? Let's see it. Let's see it. We will be exploding, yes, sir. So, yeah, a bit of a war of attrition there in the last game. But it was Scuti that ended up winning that war. It's now up 2-1, putting Bendy on the back foot. It's gonna need to dig deep to take these next 2 games. Meanwhile, Scuti looking to win this and bring us to a semifinals rematch of last season, but this time it'll be in the finals. You think yours and Robin's 65, give or take, couple? I may need to go back. What was my favorite war? I mean, I don't know what it is. I like reading about the Pacific theater in World War II. It's very interesting. 140 apiece for both players, by the way. Very close to start us off. I like the Pacific theater. Like generally. Alright, nice adjustment for that L piece on the side of Bendy. A nice skim there with that bar. See Bendy there popping along to something. I'm not exactly sure what it is. He is popping along. 232 here for him. 209 for Scuti. Scuti up a little high. Like a bar to lower this down. Or an L piece gets the bar first. I can now start to attack this. It's just gonna take the safety triple and lower it down. You only counted afterwards? Was it really 60? I can't believe that. I mean, I guess that makes sense because it was like a level and a half. 303 for Bendy, 266 for Scuti. Because it was like a level and a half like worth of burns, so yeah. Bendy up 1 Tetris worth points up high, but we'll be able to get that Tetris to lower down the stack. The board was actually looking a little dangerous as it was up high and flat. It seems like we've had our share of droughts here. At least the second game with like an Omega drought for some reason. Not sure what that's about. Alright, Bendy here at 378, Scuti 380. So players are effectively matching each other efficiency wise. A little bit of a slowdown here for Bendy as that is an inopportune square piece, but we'll be able to burn that out with that bar. Nice foresight for Bendy. So yeah, both players here definitely going to be looking for that 600 transition going into 19. Okay, we're playing Trouthack, yeah. I can't remember the last time I played Trouthack though. Yeah, neck and neck, arm and a leg. No, I think arm and a leg is like when it's like a 300k point league. That's arm and a leg. 498 for Bendy, 478, no 501 for Scuti. So only a 3,000 point lead here for Scuti. He's been able to maintain that for the last about 30 or so lines. Yeah, I really don't like thinking about RNG, which is why I don't like blaming RNG. Because if I blame RNG, then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be peace watching, and you don't want to be a peace watcher. You don't want to be the peace watcher, because then you're gonna be stacking for pieces when you should be stacking for your board, and then you're gonna die. And then you're getting mad at the game when it was just it was just you. Bendy at 548, 551 for Scuti. He's starting to run out of burn options there. Alright, Bendy in at 599, Scuti at 600. So separated by only 1,000 points going into the 19 speeds. So somehow Bendy found 2,000 points worth of efficiency, which doesn't really make sense, but that's how it went. Nice quick tap of that bar for Bendy, but now needs something. Gets a C piece and gets another bar, keeping him alive just a little bit longer. Now up to 636, Scuti 637, column 3 setup for Bendy. Gets the column 3 Tetris. And now board is perfectly clean, switching back over to the right side, 665 for Scuti. The lines are now effectively matched up. And now it is Scuti with the 1 Tetris lead. You top out on Droughthag, yeah, I would, I don't know, right? Alright, Bendy here up a little high. Love a Z piece, gets a T instead, and that's going to help him out as well. And is able to burn out now 680, 722 for Scuti. Scuti up very high with like a bar to save him out. Gets the quick tap, and that may be able to keep him alive just a little bit longer. Like another one. Gets another one, and that's going to keep him in the game. Now it's 757, set up on row 3, and gets the Tetris up to 786. 739 for Bendy. Yeah, that was some expert survival there on the side of Scuti there. Needed to be bailed a little bit, but was able to hold out long enough to get bailed. Now it is Scuti in the lead, 2 Tetris worth. Bendy at 802. It's also behind in lines, only a couple though, so this is a true lead for Scuti. 810 for Bendy, 867, now 898 for Scuti. So on max out pace are both players, and you can see Bendy here starting to ramp up the aggression, knowing that the kill screen is coming fairly soon. 932 for Scuti, 876 for Bendy. Now this is starting to be a little bit of a slowdown for Scuti. Bendy with the Tetris here, starting to motor back. And we'll be able to get that Tetris up to 942. 943 for Scuti. You can't get any closer than this. 975 for Bendy. One more Tetris will get him the max out. Gets that quick tap of the J piece. And yeah, just gonna have to make do with that triple. 99 for Bendy, 983, now 818 for Scuti. A little bit of a slowdown here for Bendy. He's gonna have to start setting up aggro, and that's exactly what he's doing. Gets the Tetris up to A28. Needs to set up for one more as Scuti is in at A56. So this next Tetris will do it for Bendy. Needs a bar. Waiting for the bar, doesn't get it, and he's going to be done at A29, but it will be Scuti that takes it at A60. He had the Tetris set up and was ready, but it just did not come in time for him. A little bit of luck would have helped. Yeah, that was a good setup. That was a very good setup. He did exactly what he needed to do. Yeah, the Tetris would have been enough because he would have gotten A65. And he would have won by 5,000 points. But it will be Scuti that takes game number 4. And we are going to have a repeat of last season. It's going to be Scuti versus Wallband in the finals. Carpenter. Hello there, Bent Squirrely. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, it will be Scuti that takes that. And I'm gonna get y'all ready for the final here. And before I do, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. We're gonna take about a 10-minute break, maybe 5-minute break. Yeah, that was a very close set there for both players. Can't be mad at either. Can't be mad at the results there. Just overall good play from both. No early tops. No nothing. Just good, consistent play. You got nothing to be mad at there for Bendy. It just was Scuti that ended up taking it today. So yeah, just gonna take like a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and cast the finals. Oh, hello there. Stolen Short Sword with the raid party of 9. Thank you for the raid. Yes, W non-corporate touchers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know it. We out here with the blue collar touchers. You know what I'm saying? So we're actually on schedule here, effectively. So the plan here was to start at around 2040 UTC, so about another 10 minutes. So Wallband probably just looking to take his 10 minutes, which is good. Scuti should also, take his 10 as well. Give the players some time to, get a drink of water. Use the bathroom a little bit. Go from watching Alex tap to Wallband dash. Yes, sir. That's what we like to see. That's exactly what we like to see. And yeah, this is quite the finals indeed. We're gonna have Scuti versus Wallband in the finals.